can answer that. It's, if I could answer it, I wouldn't make the film. I make film like most people. I guess you make films because you're incapable of expressing yourself in any other way. If I could sing, make music, I would. I can't. I make films. And this film was, for the first time, I was proposed a project. It's not my project. It's the musicians, Sparks project. So it's what people know. It's a musical with a man, a woman, and a puppet. That's all I can say. Well, during pandemic, everything is a little bit, sadder. So, especially not especially, but also for films, for cinema. That's a time you can't, meet people the way you would like to. Then there's the fact that the pandemic benefited to all these platforms, which was already the case before the pandemic, but now with COVID, platforms and COVID wants you to stay at home, which is not a good thing. So it's not a great situation, but whatever can happen, like Cannes or Busan or small festivals or anything that can happen where people interact is good. Well, I'm traveling with the film. Yeah, I've been to America, England, Italy, Germany. I'm still I'll be traveling next week to Mexico. And yeah, I like to travel with my films. And the farther from home, the better. Yeah, I've done it all my life. Because my film don't do big box office, but they travel a lot in time and space. So it's interesting for me to be there with the films. Although cinema is not live action, I can't do a concert. I can't. So when I show a film, it's finished. I'm not very useful, but it's it's a nice way to meet people and to travel. I can't leave a message. No, the in box office is not that important. That's the message, I guess. What's important, I think, is that you can still make films or whatever, novels, plays, operas, music, what you want. That all these things have a chance to travel, but to travel physically, not just on platforms. And of course, you can listen here to African music or Chinese music or French music, or we can listen in France to Korean. But people have to travel. That's a luxury, but it's important. Same as theaters, real theaters, not platforms again. If we stop this, if theaters die, it's very hard to imagine, for me, a society without theaters and bars, let's say. So, yeah, it's important to keep it alive. No, you can, there's some, it's meeting a film or meeting a writer, a novel, meeting encounters with art. There's so much great art. I think like someone who wants to make films today, some young girl or boy or 18 years old, you only need to see one film and you decide that's what I want to do. It can be a silent film from 1920. It doesn't have to be my films or someone else's. Then you can you might have, appetite to discover everything. That's good too. But no, I don't. It's very intimate to how you encounter a film, or I don't make films that everybody should meet. I make films that some people, by chance or by taste, see my films, but I don't think it's for everyone, or should be for everyone.